Before we get started with the video, I just want to read you guys a quick comment that I just thought was nice and kind of uplifting, and I believe it's in reference to how frequently I've been uploading videos to this channel. And the comment reads, "Wow, that didn't last very long." That's from my girlfriend. What is up, guys? I am Joseph, this is JosephsPlace, and welcome to this money-making guide. Now, just so you guys know, before we get into the actual details of this guide, this may be a time-sensitive method. This method may decrease in value over time, and right now I believe it's such a good method due to some updates that were teased or released recently. So just keep that in mind if you're watching this very far in the future. Just check the prices of these items before you actually do the method, because it could change. But I'm going to give you numbers based on right now, based on what I was able to do. And just as a too long didn't watch, for those of you who don't want to watch the entire video, this method is making hunter kits from the Lunar Spellbook and selling the Impling jars. Now, as far as stats go, I was able to make about 800,000 GP profit per hour and around 50,000 experience. And I'll give the exact numbers later on and the math to back it up. But if you just want to get going right in the method, there's your numbers and that's the statistics. So that's what you will be making and that's the method. So if you want to get started with that, you can. But I'm going to go through and kind of explain and highlight a few different things that you should know before you get started. So the requirements for this method are probably mid-level, I would say. 71 magic and the completion of Dream Mentor. So to be able to complete Dream Mentor and that's all its prerequisites, you're going to have, I would say, an average level account or a mid-level account, and then you do need 71 magic as well. And this is boostable. I actually boosted up my stats, my magic level, to get 71, and it really didn't decrease in efficiency all too much. Now keep in mind that the background video that you're seeing is rather inefficient, I would say, because my computer lags a little bit when I record, but you are able to do this probably much faster than what you're seeing on screen here. But the method is very, very simple. The spell requires earth runes and 2 astral runes, so either use an earth staff or a mud staff, and then just keep casting the spell over and over. Now, the tricky part is you can only have 1 hunter kit in your inventory at a time, so you can only, well, during a cast anyway, so you cast it once, you have 1 in your inventory, and you have to immediately bank that hunter kit. So you need to make sure that you're near a bank that can be easily accessed, such as a 1-click bank. Now, there is a little bit of a delay between when you cast a spell and when you're actually able to do anything. There's a little bit of a lag on the game's end, so I would wait about half a second. You can probably see from the timing in the video, and then you can mess around with it on your own, because this is one of those things that once you get the rhythm of it, it's much easier. So again, the method is very simple. Cast a spell, bank the item immediately, and then once you're out of runes or you think you've made enough, you can unpack these hunter kits. Now, you can only fit in your inventory, you can only fit 3 unpackings at a time, but you can take 5 out of the bank just to make it faster and make it easier. So you can withdraw 5 and then unpack 3 of them and then bank and redo. Now, one neat thing is that you are able to click on the 5th hunter box and it unpacks in order. So you click on number 5, it unpacks number 1. So you can withdraw 5 and then just spam click the last one and it will unpack 3, bank, reset. So very easy to do. It's really not a difficult method to get the concept of. The difficult part of this method is to just get in the rhythm of it and be able to do it somewhat efficiently. So again, I wasn't using mouse keys and I wasn't as efficient as I could have been, but I was able to cast on average 693 an hour, and that includes the time to unpack them. So I'm able to average 693 Impling jars per hour. And again, if you use mouse keys or if you're a little bit more efficient than I am, I'm sure you can get that number much higher. Now, currently I sold these Impling jars for 1,600 a piece. The market average right now, I just checked, is around 1,500 to 1,600, and they have been somewhat fluctuating, but they have been above 1,300 for quite a while, and they're on kind of an upward swing. So I would say this will be a decent method for at least a little bit longer until, you know, something ruins it, like say someone makes a video about it. But, you know, barring that, this should be a fairly decent way to make money until people realize that catching Implings may not be the best way to get clue scrolls but that's beside the point. So you're able, again, to cast about 700 of these per hour, which gets you about 800,000 GP profit and around 50,000 experience per hour. So it is rather click intensive. I mean, you'll probably have to click more times than my ex-girlfriend has STDs, but that's really beside the point because you're making quite a bit of profit from this and getting a decent magic experience. I mean, Lunar Magic has these things where, you know, you get mediocre magic experience and you make some profit, and this is one of them, just at a lower level. It's only 71 instead of 78, I think, is for the next one, which is tan leather. So again, this is just a little bit of a lower level requirement, and you can still make some decent profit as well as get some nice magic experience. So that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining and educational for all you guys out there. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. If you didn't like it, don't do either of those things, or I guess you can if you want, but I don't know why you would. But that is it for the video. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.